you just gotta keep right. Pat, square up to me, just square up to me. And all you can do is just try to. I want to come low. Okay, here we go. Just let those flowers really go down. There we go. That's it. Pat, do one with your hands out. Just do pretty. Woo! Hold it. Hold it. Okay, let's do one more. Give you 1 second break. Since I'm working you hard. See, I always wanted to sit down, Joe. Okay, here we go. Hands up, Chad. Get the hand up there. Do anything, buddy. Thank you. You guys have to.
That's what we like. That's what we like. I want to introduce the parents of the wedding party to you at this time. So first, let me introduce to you the parents of the bride, the mother, Sherry Zimmerman, and her son, Travis Rapp. The father and stepmother of the bride, Mike and Jackie Rapp. Father of the groom, Pat and Kathy McCaffrey. Now the wedding party. Jessica Hughes, escorted by Mike Bonacorsi. Stephanie Adams, escorted by Chris Crum. Caitlin Rapp, escorted by Anthony Matarese. Becca Rapp, escorted by Ricky Barnhart. Amy Rapp, escorted by Mike Carr. Matron of honor, Christine Lockery, and escorted by Rob Lockery, along with the ring bearer, Jay Lee. The maid of honor, Amanda Perviter, escorted by the best man, David Sunderland. Now, if I could have everyone please stand. I'd like to introduce to you for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Pat McCaffrey Jr. Now at this time, everybody can have a seat, and the Waterfall is proud to present their Parade of Roses.
And it's all you'll say no, 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 no. And say and we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like you're ready, 'cause it's a
Now, this time, the couple's going to have their first dance together as husband and wife. And the song they chose, I Won't Give Up, from Jason Mraz.
when I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky, or a beautiful sunrise. But there's so much they hold, and just like them old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. Even if the skies get rough, I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. When you're needing your space, pretending some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. Seeing the stars, they burn, some even fall to the earth. We got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. No, I won't give up. I don't wanna be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got here. We got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we didn't intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got and what I'm not and who I am. I won't give up on us, even if the stars get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, still looking up, but I won't give up on us. God knows I'm done. We know we got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. Us, even if the skies get rough, giving you more love. I'm still looking up.
Having a nice hand again from Mr. and Mrs. Pat McKay.
Are you ready? All right, good evening, everyone. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Amanda. I'm Lacey's maid of honor and best friend. First and foremost, I would like to thank everyone for being here tonight to share this joyous occasion with Lacey and Pat. I know it means the world for them and all of you to be here tonight. First off, I'd like to give you a little background, a little storyline of how Lacey and I first met. It's actually an ironic story because Lacey's younger brother, Mikey, and my younger brother, Chad, were good friends. And as often as Mikey was over the house, I had no clue that he had an older sister. So it was the summer of 2006 when Lacey and I first met. We were with mutual friends at a country concert in Camden called 92.5 XCU. For all you country concerts or people out there. As the parking lot festivities went on, we were both somewhat separated in our own group of friends. Then, out of nowhere, Lacey approaches me and the guy that I'm dating at the time. We were both sitting on the tailgate of our truck. For some reason, she had a little bit of balled up energy that day. She needed an outlet. And the next thing I know, him and this guy that I'm dating are engaged in a little bit of horseplay, and he spits a chip tooth out in the palm of his hand. So all three of us are in a state of shock, mainly because we didn't know where all this inner strength came from, this tiny little woman. Like, where did it all come from? So Lacey takes a step back thinking, oh my word, this Amanda girl is going to kick my But the exact opposite happened. And we high-fived, and we were best friends ever since. So Lacey has always been a woman filled with incredible strength, not only physically, but mentally as well. She had put herself through nursing school. She tackled paying for not one, but 2 Dodge Neons, because the first one was eaten by the undercarriage of a massive Ford Expedition. And now she's near the end of completing her RN online, not to mention while planning this beautiful thing. Right, girl. Alright, so our friendship moved pretty fast after XCU. We were attached at the hip. You name it, we did it. Lacey and I have shared many adventures together. Weekends at our family's house on Lakewell and Paul Pack, while we enjoyed cabin fever, while we enjoyed each other's company and created fun out of nothing, with all of our time favorite movies, Step Brothers, playing on repeat for background music. We even dabbled in building massive slip and slides, shooting BB guns out of Grandma and Grandpa's house, even though we promised them we wouldn't shoot any squirrels. We kept our promise. We've also spent an entire weekend together in Ocean City, Maryland, just the 2 of us. And this was the first time I learned about Lacey's OCD. And thought to myself, whoever she marries is going to be in for a life filled with domesticated bliss. So at this point, I had grown with Lacey. Her friends are now my friends. My dad's nickname for her is number 2, while I always remain number 1. And there was a point in time where she frequently stayed in my house. On many occasions, my mom had to come check on us to make sure we were laughing and not crying. There was always laughter. So our first encounter with Mr. Pat McCaffrey was at a bar in Captain Rudy's in Wilmington, Delaware. I believe Lacey and I were randomly out one night by ourselves, and we just happened to bump into some Pennsville people. Pat happened to be one of them. Pat was a wild man that night. He was immediately drawn to Lacey. His dance moves were on fire. I'm sure all you know about that. A day or 2 later, Lacey receives a mysterious phone call. It was Pat. He had felt so bad with his dirty dancing that he had tracked down our number to apologize. I knew right then and there that he was different. Now, I'm not sure how many of you know that Pat proposed to Lacey on St. Patrick's Day, but St. Patrick's Day also happens to be the first time we've ever hung out with Pat. We ran into Pat at AJ's for a St. Patty's Day celebration. Little did we know that this holiday would forever mark the engagement anniversary of these 2 beautiful people standing before us tonight. Pat is one of the kindest souls I've ever met. He would literally give the shirt off his back to a person in need. Your incredible sense of humor is something that I know Lacey adores. Making her laugh is literally making her happy. Because let's face it, Have you ever seen a sad, laughing person? So with that being said, everyone, raise your glasses to Lacey.
I'm Christine, and I'm the sister of the groom. My brother and I have always shared a special bond right from the start. We played together, fought with each other, all the things that brothers and sisters do. I wasn't sure how things would be when Patrick reached the age of 30, what career path he'd choose, or if he'd get married someday. When he was little, he used to tell us how much fun it looked to hang off the back of a trash truck. So he said he wanted to be a trash collector when he grew up. But that phase did end. He could have turned out to be the next crocodile hunter because he always would bring home a bucket full of frogs, turtles, or snakes to my mom. But that didn't happen. Then he went through the pet phase when he'd beg our parents for a dog all the time. They said if he cleaned up after the dog in the neighbor's yard for a whole month, he could have a dog. Well, needless to say, that didn't happen. So he just said that when he grew up, he wasn't going to get married, he was just going to live in an apartment and get a dog. That phase ended too. During his high school years, I really thought he would turn into a professional gamer. Computer games, that is. Because of all the late nights he'd stay up playing. I'd say that phase ended too, but I'm not sure that it has. Good luck with that one, Lacey. Well, he is 30 now, and we are all proud of Patrick for the man that he has become. He is a dedicated police officer, caring son, loving uncle, a great friend to many, and a special brother. I know that he will be awesome at his new role as husband to Lacey. Even though it seems like Lacey has been a part of our family for a while now, I want to officially welcome her to our family. She's a wonderful, wonderful person, and the two of them really are great together. We love you both very much and wish you all that happiness in the world as you begin your life together as husband and wife. And raise your glasses once again.
Thank you so much. I have to follow that. Good evening. Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is David Sunderland, and I'm a very proud and excited best man. Can we start over? I would like to start by thanking the parents of the bride and the groom. I would also like to say a special thank you to Pat and Lacey for the opportunity to be part of your wedding. There comes a time in every man's life when he meets that special someone, his one true love. The one who understands him, the one who will be there for him for the rest of his life. And that moment came for Pat when he met me 10 years ago. Pat and I became friends in a very strange way at college in Millersville. And before we had met, our mutual friends used to talk about Pat as if when we met we were going to be perfect for one another. It felt as if they were trying to hook us up. And just as I began to, or at every opportunity to meet, either Pat wasn't there or I wasn't there. So just as I thought that Pat didn't exist, it was just a fake person that they were talking about, we met. And a crowd full of people were standing around us, waiting for us to be best friends, just staring at us. It was one of the most awkward ways of meeting someone ever. But Pat was actually exactly how they advertised him. He's a smart, nice guy with a great heart. He's been there for me through good times and bad, and I appreciate that. He's been like a brother to me. No offense to my brother Phil, who is here somewhere. He's been like a member of my family so much that when my dad met him for the first time, he inducted him into our family. We ended up becoming roommates for a year or so, and I had the pleasure of watching Pat and Lacey's relationship grow. I remember meeting Lacey and thinking that Pat's only chance of winning her over were his sweet dance moves, which I'm sure you will see him use tonight. When Pat and Lacey decided to get married, it was for better or worse. Pat couldn't do any better, and Lacey couldn't do much worse. Lacey has a warm heart and an inner beauty to match her outer beauty, and she's the kind of person who is certainly going to take care of Patrick baby boy McCaffrey. If you watch these two together, it doesn't take very long to know that they are perfect for one another. Their love sometimes reminds me of a competition to see who is better at loving the other. Lacey loves Pat a little more than she loves winning board games, and Pat loves Lacey a little more than he loves video games. I'm not an expert on marriage yet, in 2 weeks maybe, but if I've learned one thing in my life, it's that life is too short to spend any of it upset. So if you have someone in your life that is here right now that you love, please do me a favor and tell them how wonderful they are. This is a reminder that life is too short to be anything but happy, and Pat and Lacey are a constant reminder of that motto. So please join me in raising a glass high. To the bride and groom, I love you both and wish you a life of happiness.
Make sure you put a shot at the ball. Pat's gonna dance with his mother to his song Mother Like Mine. Pat and his mother.